welcome to Finding Your Way with Lori and Tonya. I'm Lori.
I'm Tonya.
So today we're going to talk about this deep question of why. Why do we do the things that we do? What is our why? You know, you hear people say a lot of times, there's got to be more to life than this and just paying the bills and barely scraping by. We're going to talk through that a little bit, how to get clear on your why
and why the why is so important.
And why it's so important. So for me, this has come up a couple of times where you get in a place where you just feel like all you're doing is working, and I have these thoughts, and I share them with my husband, which I'm sure he's thrilled about, of why are we working so daggum hard? You know, we're working, we're stressed, we're spending all of our time giving our energy for others to prosper. Like, why are we doing this? And so I'm sure others have the same type of moments in their lives, but it really applies to everything. It's not just about why do I have to work this hard or whatever. It can be, you know, why am I trying to save money? Why am I trying to get fit? Why am I trying to have a relationship with someone? Why am I putting my effort into that?
And I think and this is a question that it seems real simple. I've always had goals. I've always had a job where it was my goal to produce. So I needed to produce sales and business and income. And so there was always a sales goal to meet. There was always a placement goal to meet. So there was always a goal. And I'm used to having a goal. I'm used to setting a goal in personal and professional lives. But I don't think that I'd ever been asked the question until a few years ago, why? Why is it important to meet that goal? Why are you going to do this? And I think that when you can figure out the why, and you know the why, and you can embed that why into everything you do, it makes you more successful in achieving that goal. It makes the goal feel very different on why you want to achieve it. So I think that a lot of times we have goals. That's part of who we are, and our jobs give us these goals, and we've got life goals. But until we put the why behind them, they don't really mean anything.
Yeah, and it's important to take stock of this at all different times in your life. So your why when you're 20 is going to be probably very different than your why in your 40s and your 60s and beyond. And so it is important to always sort of touch and base with yourself about why you're doing the things that you're doing. I know there's so many people that I can see. You can see them on a daily basis. They're just like completely going through the motions and probably haven't taken one moment to really question, is what I'm doing getting me to where I want to be? Do I even know where I want to be? And so I think, and no judgment.
No,
we were there.
For years and years.
For years. And so I think that's why we want to share this, is because we've found a different way to be, that you don't just have to go through the motions. You don't just have to do what society expects of you. You can change that, and you can determine and get clear about where you want to go, where you want to be in 5-10 years, and really get at that, not superficially like we used to do for job. You know, like the job question on when you're getting interviewed, they always ask you that, like, where do you want to be in 5 years?
Sometimes when you change your why, sometimes when you ask why, and you really get down and drill down to what the why is, guess what? That goal's not very important, or that goal doesn't have the meaning you thought it did. And a lot of times, if we get real honest, when you drill down to the why, so I want to make $1 million. Why? I want to be able to pay all my bills. Why? I want to be able to take care of my children. Why? Because I want them to always feel safe and secure, and I want to feel safe and secure. Okay, now we're getting to the meat. Why is a feeling, right? I want to be a millionaire so that I can feel safe and secure. So there's a lot that we can start with that can be helpful in that. Now that we know our why is a feeling. What else can we do to start producing that feeling? There are quite a few things I can do to feel safe and secure financially. It can be, okay, I'm going to start putting a little bit of money every month in my 401k. I'm going to start a savings account. I'm going to get a side hustle that gives me a little extra income that I'm going to do this with. So I think that when you start drilling down and you start realizing what your whys are, they're feelings, and we can sometimes produce those feelings without needing to make the $1,000,000. Because to some people, $1,000,000 is absolutely feasible, and to some, it's not. So then you have to say, okay, well, here's my why, and it's the financial security. And what does that really feel like? Well, that really feels like if I could make $80,000 a year or $150,000 a year, there's what my goal is now. So figuring out your why very much can alter what that goal is as well. And then you're starting to take steps to a true goal that has some significance and feeling behind it.
Yeah, so we started doing this by taking a life inventory. So looking at all the areas of your life, your health and wellness, your finances, your career, your fun and leisure, your relationships, your family, all those things, all the different areas of your life. And to get to your why, you almost have to, because it changes over time, you have to almost get clear right now on where you feel like you are in each of those areas. Where am I now? Where do I want to be? And once you start going through that process, you, number one, get clear on where you currently are and can see if things are panning out or not, or if you need to work in some areas. It starts getting you some priority areas that you might want to focus on. But then it's also imagining what it could be and like what would success look like for you. And then when you get clear on that, then it's like, okay, well, if my success goal is $1,000,000, and then go deeper in the why. So it's a whole process. It's not just, well, why do I work? It's not like that, but it really is this process that builds upon itself to where you get real clear on, these are my goals. This is where I'm trying to go. This is who I'm trying to be, and getting clear on why do you want that? And then once you're clear on that, and it is typically a feeling you're going through, love, you want to feel loved, supported, secure,
energetic,
safe, happy, joyful, having fun. You can find a million different ways to get there. It doesn't have to just be one thing.
And each step you take towards that goal is a step closer, but each step's going to give you the feeling that you're looking for. So you don't have to wait till the end to get your prize. You're getting your prize every single step you're taking to that goal. And we do this about every year around the first of the year, as we teach a goal setting webinar, and we have got tons of people who come in on this webinar, and we do the inventory, and we talk about goal setting. And then the question that we ask, and it's the question that, just like I said, I had never been asked before. And when we ask this question, we say, what's your why? Behind each goal, now you know where you are in each area of life. You know where the deficits are. You know where you want to improve. Why? And that's a tough one for people because they've never thought about it. So I think that what we would like for you to do is really start thinking about why. What do I want? And why do I want it? And then when you know that, each step along the way is fulfilling the feeling you're looking for that why.
Yeah, I mean, an example. So health and wellness. A lot of people, well, I want to be a certain size. Who cares what size you are? Why do you really want to be that size? Why do you have that as a goal? And so, maybe it is that you want to feel confident and you want to, feel good when you walk in a room. Maybe it is you want to attract a certain type of partner. Maybe it is you want to play with your kids and get down on the floor and roll around with them, and you can't do that right now. So it's like just keeping on asking yourself why until you get to that deeper rooted feeling of, this is really my, like, you'll know, like when you get there, you'll know that it's not something surface level or superficial. And I mean, we've all been there. We've all created those surface level
and not
answers.
That they're wrong, but they're not going to get you long term where you want to be.
That's right. And so we just ask you to sort of think through all the areas of your life and really think about what you want. Are you where you want to be? And if so, that's awesome.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yes.
But if there's improvements you want to make, and there's goals that you want to set for yourself in different areas, just explore why. Like, why do you want a job that has a retirement check.
Right. And when you have the why, it makes working to the goal so much easier and so much more pleasing and so better. Like it really does make each step just so much easier because you've got the why behind it. For me, a lot of times, it's I need to make more money. Well, it's because I got to take care of my kids, but why? And I drill down to the why, and it's because they have things that they are passionate about that cost a lot of money. And so for me, it is to be able to provide for them the time and attention that it takes to do the things they're passionate about. And so for me, that's my why, and it makes me going to work and making that sales call and spending hours searching for candidates, and it makes all of those things because if I sit back for a second and go, whew, it's been a long day, and I think about the joy on my children's face when they're doing their event and their function that they love, and I can afford it because of what I just went through today. And that's my why, and that feels good. So it makes a long day worth it.
Yeah. So that's for y'all to explore on your own.
What Find is your why? Yes.
Find it.
All right, so if you got anything out of this video, if you liked it, please like it here. Please share it with anybody you think could use it. Also, subscribe to our page. You'll be notified when we post new videos, which we try to do every week. Also, we've got a great Facebook group called the Positive Vibe Tribe. Join us there. It's nice to have a little positivity and news feed every day. And also, if you want to check out our website, it's highernavigation.com, and it's HIGHER navigation.com.